ready? Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here. Featuring Eric.
Eric, he is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And
Ding dong.
Ryan. 104.1 KRBE.
Good
morning,
Morning,
everybody.
Houston, Texas. It's Wednesday, January 3rd of 2024 at 6:01 a.m. With the whole gang. Happy New Year. Ruler Ryan, Eric, Sister K, and not Sam, but Ahmad's here. Yay. Sam's out today. But yay, Happy New Year, guys. It's my first time seeing you guys since the break. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Wait, let me see your legs.
Why?
They're working. All right.
do you
You're
mean?
skiing. I didn't know. Maybe you tried skiing.
Oh, honey, I don't ski.
God.
I do not ski.
I know, but
I go
still.
to the snow to sit in the winter scene and have a hot drink, and that is my job. My job also was to hold tables that then would not hold. Because apparently when you go to a ski town, everybody wants to sit après ski and have snacks and food and drinks. So you got to go there and get a table. But guess what happened this year? We don't hold tables unless your entire party is here, or at least 70% of you are present.
Really?
So when Tassos and I were trying to hold tables for 8 people, they're like, no. I go, can you at least put me on the list? They put me on the list at 2:30 in the afternoon, and by 5:30, we still did not have a table.
Oh,
Wow.
I was like, oh my God.
Did you two at least have a table? I'd be like,
No, we just were walking around, like roaming and like, hanging out. I was I did an Instagram live from this one place. I was like, okay, I guess I go get my kid from ski school. And I was drinking this hot apple pie drink. It made me so warm and fabulous.
That sounds so good.
It sounded so good, but it was so damn expensive. Ahmad, I was asking people on Instagram Live, how much y'all think this drink costs? How much y'all think this drink
Oh,
costs?
that's a $14.
$18.25.
Oh, my God.
And all it was hot apple cider with a shot of tuaca and some whipped cream on top. And they didn't even give me the flair. The guy was so busy, he didn't put like the sprinkles on top of cinnamon or like a cinnamon stick. No flair. Just like, here, take your drink. Get the hell out of here, non-skiing lady. I got other people to take care of.
$18. Damn.
$18, but I simmered and sipped and savored. It was good.
Takes a lot of money and horsepower to get all that booze up that mountain.
I'd say.
There's a lot of rich
Where
people
was
do that.
this?
Yes.
In Vail, Colorado.
Vail.
It's a rich people's sport.
It is definitely
Well, I started at
skiing
6.
is not a cheap person's sport.
Well, I don't
and
do that.
It makes me angry if your clothes don't fit. Because I will try to hold my kids from growing so that if they want to go ski next year, you can't be any taller.
Did they
of course
ski?
they're going to be. They did, yes. We made them ski.
And?
It was good. They did it. The younger two were like too scared, and you put them in ski schools. They can teach them, and they were fine by the end of the day. They wanted to do it again the next day. And we didn't do it 3 days. It was too expensive.
Yeah.
So I was like, y'all want a free ski with the Kathy and Theo Marco? My sister and brother-in-law were there, and they're
They can
like
ski.
basically pro skiers. I was like, yeah, I want to go free ski. Anyway, I don't know. You do it once. Eric knows this. And then you're like, okay, it's been like 4 years. Should we go skiing again? Oh, we got to get all the new clothes. That's where Goodwill comes in handy, or all your friends on Facebook Marketplace, or your friends in your neighborhood who have children who were your kids' ages, but now they're bigger and they have clothes sitting in bags you can borrow.
How was that place compared to like when we went to Park City? Because we had our hotel was right on.
Where's Park City?
Park City's in Utah.
Okay. I know nothing about this whole ski thing.
Yeah, Utah.
That's not
I
a
don't
ski, that's
feel
just
like
a
the elevation.
famous place.
I don't feel like I had to be stressed about altitude sickness. As soon as I got to Colorado, I bought 2 cans of oxygen to suck on because I was worried about it.
When I was a kid, I watched a movie called Spaceballs.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mel Brooks.
Yes.
He was like the governor or mayor or something. And he had a soda, but it wasn't a soda, it was air.
Oxygen. Yeah.
Oxygen. I used to laugh like, that's stupid. And now
People buy
you go to
oxygen. in a
Specs, you
can.
can buy the cans of air and stuff. I'm like,
That
wow.
elevation. Man, if you're not
Yeah.
used to it and you go to 15,000 feet.
Audrey Rose, that's where she's from.
Oh, really?
And,
Oh, yeah, she's from Denver, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
She went back and she climbed some big mountain. She's like, I still got it. I still got the lungs. I can
Yeah,
still do it.
I think the highest we went was, if you're a non-skier, you can still buy a cheap ticket to go up the little ride, the gondola, to take you to the top of the mountain where everybody else skis.
Those look so fun.
It was very gorgeous. It was about $40 to go up there, and we just got there just in time, unplanned, to have lunch with my family who was skiing. So that was nice. But that was about 11,000 square feet. And they were skiing down, and Tassos and I were getting back in that little mechanical box.
Was it the
back down.
was it the fancy kind, the big box with insulated, or was it the kind that just
They have very nice ones there. It ain't no cheap
Is there another
gondola.
kind? It's like the Skyliner at Disney World.
That you're okay. He's thinking of a chairlift.
Yeah, chairlift
versus a gondola.
Oh, God, no, I can't get on that.
Yeah,
I wasn't
weird.
skiing.
I've seen
That
all
movie where
of
they got
those
stuck.
movies.
They got
Yes.
stuck in the chairlift. And then
My nephew got stuck on one for 45 minutes, and we just stood underneath of him and told him it was going to be okay.
Are you kidding me?
And then he got mad and kicked his ski off, and we had to go get the ski.
Oh, no.
How old was he, Kevin?
God, he must have been like 7 years old.
I thought you were going to say like 26.
No. He
People
was
die falling
fine.
off those things.
He was fine. They sat there until they fixed the motor.
Oh my
I was like, why are y'all
gosh.
standing under? Are you going to try to catch him? Like, if he
No, just for
comfort.
comfort. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to catch him if he's like 40 feet up in the air.
try.
Yeah, you could definitely try break his fall a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
And break you in the process.
Wow. No, that was
Man, my
not
anxiety just took
what
over
we were
there.
on.
No
Yeah.
thanks.
It's my favorite
But that
sport.
box, I thought of you, Eric, because when we were in Park City, Utah together, you kind of had a little bit of anxiety about getting that little. It's basically the Skyliner at Disney World, if you've ever seen that.
Actually, Skyliner is the one I got last year when we were together.
You got anxiety on that?
I had to get out. I'm like, we're getting off road to the next stop. I can't do this stupid thing anymore.
What is it?
The
What is
Skyliner
the
is
Skyliner?
basically you've been to Vail before, Aspen, whatever.
Yeah.
It's the big mechanical box that takes you.
It's called a gondola.
It's a
Oh,
gondola.
it's the same
It
thing, okay.
It's exactly the gondola.
Okay.
But the difference on this, I noticed, Eric, is at least the view is a maze.
Yeah.
It's winter trees and full of snow and oh, so pretty. The gondola at Disney World's like, oh, God, there's gators down there. They're going to eat us.
Yeah.
And if we fall,
Yeah.
we're dead. We're going to be
man.
food. Because it is pretty intense when you're just going over swamps to get to the other side of the park. I'm like, oh, okay, don't look down. Don't
I just see
look
those
down.
stories like rides. Like the 2 days after we left Universal, the Rip Rocket ride got stranded for an hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh,
Top.
no,
They
no,
go
no.
Straight up.
You go straight up. I'm like,
See, the difference, Eric, is between those two is if you're on a chairlift, you never have to take your skis off. You can go scoot
Keep
right down
going.
to that thing, and they got them go real fast now. Those 6-seaters, and they fly through there, but they slow down when they pick you up to almost a snail's pace, and then it launches you up out of
see
there.
that
Now,
one where
I know it smashed each other. It just kept smashing each other. Yeah, that was.
Oh, God, that was
Yeah,
such a nightmare.
That was horrible. But
And
okay,
Kevin,
the gondola.
You strike me as a.
You got to take off your skis, and that's
Yeah,
a pain
true.
in the
Put 'em up.
butt.
That's
Oh, yeah, you have
Yeah.
one of those. Kevin, you strike me as a not a skier, but a snowboarder.
Border. No,
Okay,
I tried
yeah.
it. I didn't like it.
No?
I started skiing before snowboarding took hold. I know the
Okay.
age is me, but we're in the 6 o'clock hour.
That's fine. That's the true trust. Nobody knows.
Yeah, and there was a lot more availability for skiing. My parents skied, so it's just what we did, and I learned it so well at such a young age.
Plus,
I
you were
just stuck
born in a
with it.
place that has snow and mountains.
Oh yeah,
You did not
Poconos.
travel. I feel like it's cheaper. Like I have friends that live in Denver. They have never been to Vail. They have never been to Snowmass. They've never been to Aspen. They ski with their children all the time, and they do it like they go, "Oh, we don't do those fancy ski towns. We just ski around whatever's around us."
Oh, yeah.
so that's probably how you grew
That's
up.
what we did.
Right?
It was. I remember because I organized the trips. It was either $22 or $32 per person to get on basically to get on the mountain on the chairlift. If you want to rent gear, then you get up in there.
yes,
someone
totally.
just got engaged in Vail.
I saw that. Congratulations to you who got engaged in Vail,
congratulations.
Colorado on November 29th of 23. What's your wedding date? Have y'all planned that yet? Don't go too long because people talk about you. They just got that ring, but they're going to wait 5 years. Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll probably do October. Maybe
Just
October.
kidding. I don't know. Maybe you want to do it in a year. Enjoy your engagement time. That's always fun. That's exciting. Congratulations.
How much can you enjoy? Because you go to dinners with people and stuff. You do that for like 4 months. And then,
Of what? Engagement time?
Yeah.
Well,
Like
it
the-
takes
like the
about
dinners
how long
we-
it takes you to plan.
I'm just saying 2 years to be like, oh, okay. Come on, buddy.
Why do you have to do that for like 2 years?
That's what he's saying. Like, remember, we've had this conversation before on our show. When you get engaged,
You get like,
if you're engaged for
year.
too long, somebody says, "Oh, we're engaged. Oh, that's fun. When's your wedding date?" Well, we haven't really set one yet. We've been engaged for 3 years.
Well,
if I hear
There's
3
no
years,
date yet?
2 years, I'm like,
After
oh,
3
well,
years,
something happened.
and no date yet.
sometimes the venues aren't ready for maybe or aren't available for at least a year, and then that goes through the season that you want to do it. So then what? Got to wait a whole nother year to get it in that prime Houston October season, for instance.
Actually, I didn't know it was Houston prime October season until I picked October for my
Right?
own wedding.
See?
But Kevin, if somebody's engaged for 3 years and doesn't have a wedding date at all yet,
Yeah.
that's where the eyebrow goes up.
Yeah, if you're year 2 and you're like, when are you getting married? Well, we haven't decided yet. Then I'm like, man, you're kicking that can down the road.
Unless you're 18 and you're like, well, we're waiting to turn 25.
Everyone's on their own timeline.
Yeah. Why pressure people?
Well, anyway, it's always fun. And for
Why get
anybody who's
engaged?
never been to the snow, just be aware that you have to save for like 7 years just to go on one
I want
ski
to see a
trip.
mod go skiing.
Oh, I think I would kill it.
I bet you would be so
I
good.
think I would kill
I see you
it.
as a snowboarder.
Do you like no
Do you feel
You have no
coordinated?
fear.
I do feel coordinated. I'm like a beast at Dance
Actually, I
Dance
see him going to
Revolution.
Colorado and getting high AF and just not even making it.
Yeah, I'm going to be chilling with Roula with the apple pie drink.
I know. Hot apple pie, me and
You got to
Amanda.
realize when you're up there at that elevation, you can't like pound the alcohol like you can here in
Oh, I
Houston.
know. Trust
How about
me.
weed?
Well, you know what? What I notice is that being stoned going down the slopes, you can't see it and anticipate these corners as well.
That
Or
sounds
people flying by
dangerous.
you. You're like, oh,
Well, that sounds like how you become a casualty.
This is going really fast. And he's like barely moving.
Oh my gosh. Somebody said they took their honeymoon in Vail and they went in the summertime. It was beautiful and it was half the price. So that's good to know. I've never done Colorado in summer.
I'll do that. I'll do summertime there. I wouldn't do.
I
winter.
went to a wedding on the gondolas a couple years ago up in Keystone.
Really?
You took
I know.
the gondola all the way up to the very
Keystone.
top in the middle of the summertime.
Oh, nice.
And these are the slopes that I ski all the time. So I was like, oh my God, that's what it looks like. Oh crap, there's a huge rock right there. I've been skiing over for a long time.
Hey, and by the way, Houstonians, if you ever go to Colorado for a ski vacation or a winter vacation and people there ask you where you're from, it is not rare to hear, I'm from Houston. I feel like you say I'm from Houston, and I said to the guys, I bet you heard this all the time. He goes, oh my God. It's like Houston, New Mexico. That's who's taking over Vail today.
And do you say Houston no matter what? Well, Sugarland. But you say Houston.
You say Houston.
Oh, there was a whole Instagram about that I saw over the holiday break. Did you see this?
Yeah, I saw
The girl's
that.
like, but they say Houston, and she's pointing to like
Pearland.
Friendswood,
Yeah.
Pearland,
Well, it's easier to say.
Sugarland.
You say
You say
Friendswood.
Houston.
No one knows.
Yeah, if I went to
Right.
one of these ski towns, I'm from Jersey Village. No, what the hell?
Oh,
is
you New
that?
Jersey?
Yeah,
Oh,
those
Jersey
New
Village.
Jersey. I'm like, no, I'm from Houston.
Weird accent from Jersey Village.
Use good.
Yeah, Jersey Village, they're not going to understand exactly what you're talking about there. There's no villages in Jersey. All right, today is the Rapid Fire Quiz Day, guys. The first Rapid Fire Quiz of the year. We have a chance for you to score Kane Brown tickets coming up next.
And we're doing the mystery box
The
month.
mystery box?
So
Okay,
whoever
we'll
wins.
explain that.
Uh-oh.
Did you talk about this yesterday when I wasn't here? This thing?
The only
Should
thing
I
we talked
mention
about
that?
was Ian or Ian.
Ian Ziering.
Ziering
getting
getting-
tagged.
Yeah, the rest we just.
Well, does it
Yeah,
destroy
Snoop
you?
Dogg.
You have happy memories of a show you really liked, and then 20 years later, you find out people that were mainstays on that show were being harassed and verbally abused.
I wanted to ask Kevin about this because he was
Might
there when it
ruin
happened.
you. Yeah, we have to dive deep in what the allegations are with your girl, Kevin, Paula Abdul. Town. Uh-oh. Here's your weather for today.
Okay, so it does look like some light rain this morning. It should warm up to about 58. Right now, it's only 45 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
I'm pleased to introduce Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
It is brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston. Happy New Year, Houston, Texas. If you're just joining the Roula and Ryan Show, we're back, baby.
Yeah.
Everybody except Sam. Sam's out today. Ahmad is filling in Sam's chair today. So it's Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Ahmad. So Happy New Year, guys.
A lot of teachers
And-
went back yesterday.
Did they
in
really?
service.
Like Katie.
And then what about the kids that don't go back until like next Monday? When do those teachers go back?
That's what I was wondering. They go back Friday or something? That would suck.
Yeah, I don't know. How did that
One day out of the week.
Because there are some kids that don't get back until like January 9.
Yeah, a lot of kids.
When I was at the airport coming back from my trip, the airport was crazy with, I was like, wow, it's really nuts down here. And the lady's like, oh, yeah, people are leaving. And I was like, what? New Year's coming up?
That's why
Don't
after
they go to
Christmas,
work?
then they go for
Yeah.
a week. Some of these kids get like 2 or 3 weeks, three weeks.
And when does college go back, by the way?
My brother goes to West Texas, and I believe he said like the 9.
So yeah, some of these kids in elementary and middle school are going back the same time the college kids are going back. Because they had to go right up to Christmas with their
Midterms.
yeah,
and
all that stuff, finals.
Crap.
All right, so Paula Abdul, Simon Cowell, and Randy Jackson were the original 3 judges on American Idol, and it became the phenomenon that it was.
Yep.
In the days of the height of the hysteria of American Idol, can you believe that here on the Roula and Ryan Show, we would do like 20-minute segments about every single person that sang on that show?
That was the bane of my existence.
Every person on
Stand
that
there.
show was a star. It's like the first season of Survivor. Everybody knew who those people were. Those first 4 seasons of American Idol, everybody knew who they were.
30 million people watched every week.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Those days are
insane,
over.
Insane. And then everyone's like, I don't know who's won the last 7.
I hate you so much, I want to shoot you in your face.
Oh my God.
Is that real?
Can't be real.
Simon, listen, turn it up a
But
little
that
bit.
was cut together.
I
Was
hate
that on The
you so
Simpsons?
much, I want to shoot you in your face.
That has to be like The Simpsons or something.
Terrible.
I mean, that one's real.
Yeah, terrible. That's real.
horrible.
That's true.
I remember 21
those.
years ago at this time, I remember cutting up stuff and because I was like something with Michael Jackson was going on at that time when we started the show, and Saddam Hussein, something was going down. And then I remember this because we took an interview with like
the seventh
Simon
person
and
from the
interviewing.
top 30.
We had like
the bloody hell?
yeah, we took that him interviewing
What's that?
Saddam Hussein or something. Something stupid. Something dumb.
Took him out of context.
Yeah.
Well, Paula
that.
Abdul now says that in those heyday highlights of those years when everybody was so focused on American Idol, she was sexually assaulted not once but twice
Oh my God.
by producer Nigel Lithgow.
What?
She said that he assaulted her and she is suing him under a recent California law that gives survivors of sexual abuse more time to file lawsuits in which the statute of limitations has expired, particularly in cases where those victims may have been coerced to stay quiet. That is why this is coming out now. Nigel Lithgow, I remember him because he actually was on camera at some point because this show was so giant, and it wasn't just about Simon Cowell. Nigel Lithgow was the producer, so he
Wasn't
would
he
be
a
on the
judge,
camera
too?
too.
And,
On
remember-
So You Think You Can Dance, he was, wasn't he?
He wanted his face out there.
Oh, he did.
Everyone thought it
Yes,
was
yes.
Simon Cowell.
Cowell, that was the big creator.
He was the
Yeah.
brains.
So Paula says that he assaulted her once when she was on American Idol, once when he was on So You Think You Can Dance. In the early days, she says that he groped her breast area and her downtown area in an elevator
Oh my.
and shoved his tongue down her throat. And I quote, she was able to get away, but was afraid to take action because she was worried that he would fire her from the biggest show on the planet.
She doesn't have any proof, like a
Right.
camera back then. They would,
Yeah.
they would take you.
Years later, when she was doing So You Think You Can Dance, she says that Nigel Lithgow invited her to dinner, supposedly to discuss more work opportunities. But toward the end of the night, he tried to force himself on her, claiming they would make an excellent power couple. She fended him off, and once again, she was worried about what would happen to her career if she said anything. Nigel has issued a statement, of course, not denying Paula's allegations. He called them deeply offensive and says that he is shocked and saddened. All this as the last, what was it, yesterday? Some of the random facts of yesterday, like a one-liner fact was, Danny Masterson reported for his sentence,
Yeah, I saw the
getting
photo.
25 years minimum before he can try for
I thought he was
parole
already in
on
jail.
2 counts
Well,
of rape.
minimum?
Yeah, yeah, he's
moved
doing
him
a long
to
time in jail.
Specific facility. Maybe they moved him to his permanent one, but
Oh, okay.
it will be 25 years minimum before Danny Masterson can try for parole.
Good.
For
think
the
about it, he
two
had-
This guy did it a
rapes.
lot.
He got a free 20 years out in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to keep making money and
Yeah, so
live life and all that.
he's. I don't feel bad
It's
for
really
that.
crazy.
You know, it's really
Come
weird.
back.
Do you remember that show, Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah, with
Brian
Brian
Cranston.
Cranston was the dad,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Classic.
Brother
and
was
then
the-
Frankie Muniz, and then his brother, Malcolm's brother,
the older one.
the older one that played Francis, that's Danny Masterson's brother.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, could you imagine that? What a shame on the family name, though.
I mean,
Shame your
everybody.
name. That's why we do Shame Your
everyone,
Name.
Everyone has somebody.
Here on the show, Shame Your Name.
Your brother's
Who's
a convicted
embarrassed you?
rapist.
And if you don't have somebody that you're embarrassed of, then
That's right, you.
it is you. Yeah.
Or you know it's you.
Yep, you did
You're
something
just like,
stupid.
oh, God, I'm the one that everyone's embarrassed about at the holidays. So we'll see what happens with these allegations and all that. Now, speaking of lawsuits, Aaron Rodgers from the Green Bay, it was the Green Bay Packers quarterback. Then he was the Jets quarterback for about 30 seconds before he got knocked out with his Achilles tendon. I don't really know the update on that, but I do know that Aaron Rodgers says a lot of things that get controversial outside of football. And Jimmy Kimmel is threatening to sue him because Aaron Rodgers, for some reason, said that Jimmy Kimmel is on Jeffrey Epstein's list of dirty people that
He
went
does,
to that island of sex.
Every Tuesday he's on with Pat McAfee
Doing a
on
podcast.
ESPN, and he's on ESPN and YouTube and stuff. And they're just like us, just talking like this,
Right.
And he was just saying stuff. He definitely is a weird dude.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but they're just talking, and he wasn't like he just came out of nowhere. Hey, how do you think the Jets are going to do this week? I don't know, but Jimmy Kimmel, he didn't like.
So Jimmy Kimmel
There's BS.
put on
I heard what
Twitter
Jimmy said.
/X Twitter, Dear Blankhole, for the record, I have not met, flown with, visited, or had any contact whatsoever with Epstein, nor will you find my name on any, quote, list, other than the clearly phony nonsense that soft-brained wackos like yourself can't seem to distinguish from reality. Your reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up, and we will debate the facts further in court. And that is not a light thing to say about someone.
No, you don't
Because
be
the
tied to
Jeffrey
that guy. He
Epstein
was a
list,
monster.
For those that don't know or can't remember, because maybe it just kind of like is off your radar, Jeffrey Epstein was died in prison waiting to find out how many years he was going to get for basically enslaving young girls into a sex slavery trafficking island where all these celebrities would come and have their way with all these underage girls.
Yeah, but now Jimmy Kimmel's I'm sure said things through the years, and he's done things. He's no angel either. I'm not saying he's done that stuff, but to say,
No, but to tie somebody's name to it.
But he's done things too. I'm sure he's said things, and even in his monologue alone, he's attacked people.
You mean said things about other people?
Yeah, so it's.
But to make
I'm not saying Aaron
an
Rodgers
allegation.
It wasn't like he was just talking. It was like us saying something here, and all of a sudden you'd be like, "What? I was just making a joke."
When does that
joke
list come out?
I don't have a date. Do we have a date?
I thought today.
I thought it was
Epstein list?
today.
It's like 150 names on there.
Someone was saying this list has been out. It's just people don't look.
There's a
They're
couple
lazy.
of there's a couple of presidents on that list.
The other thing too is you don't recognize some of those names. It's kind of like when the scandal came out for the school admissions with Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman. Those were two names you recognize. But there were a lot of names on that list you just don't know, but people in their communities were well known.
So does that mean every single person who's on that list is automatically guilty of what's being alleged?
Just by popular or by the
public opinion.
Public opinion in the media.
Oh yeah, for sure. You are judged in public opinion, but it doesn't. I don't know.
I feel like if you've gone like one time, you got a free jack.
Maybe you
from a
didn't
rich
know
billionaire.
about it.
Like George Stephanopoulos is on that list.
Like you're
Did
thinking,
you see the
okay, well,
documentary?
maybe
I
I
mean,
went
20
there
times.
for-
I did not.
Chris Tucker flew to his island.
Yeah, you did it once.
Right, but if
Yeah.
I don't fault them if they were invited and they went because again, to y'all's point, you said like if a crazy rich millionaire who owns an
Billionaire.
island sends a jet for you and says, "Come on, we're having this party." You're like, "Hell yeah, we're gonna go! This is what life is like being a celebrity."
Yes.
And then once you got there, you go, "This is kind of weird."
How many people go to
around here
How many people go to Saudi Arabia? They go to these princes
to perform and stuff.
Perform
Oh,
or
yeah.
they just
All
go
the
to
time.
They
parties.
get paid like $1 million for an hour.
Yeah, they probably see things.
So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Somebody texted us that Danny Masterson's sister was actually on The Walking Dead as well. His sister's
I
also an
forget which one
actress.
Oh.
I don't know who she is though. I
That's
didn't watch
gonna drive
Walking
me
Dead.
nuts. I gotta find
Masterson
out.
Dynasty.
No. Did you finish watching The Crown, Kevin?
No, I'm getting close to where they stopped it.
It
Must be
might-
close because was you yesterday talking about Dottie or Dodie?
Dodie. Oh yeah,
that-
yeah. We were
Al-Fayed?
talking about Dodie because Diana pulled Dodie away from his wife. Well, his
Fiancé.
future wife. They were about to get married in just like a
Maybe
week or
that
so.
listener line call. That's what it was.
It was a couple weeks away.
I'm like, oh, Kevin must be watching The Crown. He brought that
The
name out.
Crown. No, I'm gonna. The reason I'm asking you is because again, I did not look at the whole season's amount of episodes. This is the third show now. I'm watching the ending, and I don't know it's the last
gosh.
damn
Oh
episode.
my god.
And I'm so mad because I'm like, wait, this is a pretty long episode. That's pretty good. What's the next one going to be? Oh, that was it. I was like, dang it.
I'm to the point where they're really into William at college.
Yes. Post Diana's
And this is
death.
the end too, right?
Yeah, this is the end of The Crown.
There'll be no more Crown seasons.
Oh, and how Kate stalked him out.
Oh, Kate's mother set her up to be the queen. Oh. That's like it's so ridiculous.
Quite true.
I mean, it's believable.
I guess it could be. It's like, mother, when you maybe take that gap year like William and maybe go there like William, hopefully he'll see me.
Do they put a disclaimer at the beginning of the show?
I do not.
That says some events may have been dramatized.
No, but if I was Prince Harry, I'd be so mad at the actor they got to play me because he is so severe.
Is he really bald?
Well, not
No,
both
that's
of them.
William's the bald one.
No, they're doing young. There's a young,
They have hair
young
then.
princess.
William is a good-looking dude in this program,
Yes.
but like
Oh,
not
yes.
in real life.
Not in real life. Really? I'm
I
not
don't
seeing
think-
him
I don't
outside
think
of
Prince-
playing William.
I mean,
Oh, you're
Prince
saying
William.
the actual Prince William.
Right.
Well, the actual Prince William at the time that this William is playing him was the heartthrob of all heartthrobs.
I saw pictures from back then. I was like, I am feeling it.
No, he was so cute.
But you talk about this disclaimer on the beginning of Fargo. It says these events are all true, but we've changed the names. Well, that's complete bullcrap. These events aren't true.
Well, is there a disclaimer in Crown? I don't think there is.
There's
Crown?
a difference. There's a
No, no, no.
difference because sometimes they'll say inspired by real events, or they'll say some characters have been changed or altered for dramatic purposes.
A lot of times they'll take characters, like two of them, put them together. Like in the Iron Claw, two of the Von Erichs
Yes.
both killed themselves.
So they made a composite
They couldn't
character?
put the younger one in. It just didn't fit. It's 2 hours, so they put them together as one character.
Well, to see that makes sense. The one I'm watching right now, this Dr. Death, which is so good on Peacock, they put the disclaimer, this happened, but some events have been dramatized.
Well, The Crown. Y'all let me know how you like it at 37530. Whenever you get to it, I'll be right here waiting for your text. Coming up next. We talked about the whole skincare chaos with tweens before the break. Because why? Why do 10-year-olds want all this stuff that's way more expensive than their mothers are using?
9 to 12-year-olds, it's 4 that I've read, that's gone crazy through the roof last year.
If your child, niece, or some kid in your life wanted skincare and has to do with Sol de Janeiro, oh man, call the exterminator.
What?
We have to give you this information because now I'm going home and ripping through the cabinets. Like, did y'all buy this? Did somebody buy this for you for Christmas? You got to get it out of here.
What's in it?
We'll find out why next on the Roula and Ryan Show. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before the holiday break, I brought up this phenomenon of tweens and skincare. I can do my skincare. I want to do my skincare. On Christmas lists across America, I asked this question here in Houston on the Roula and Ryan Show. I asked the question nationally on Weekends with Roula. And the feedback that I got from parents everywhere, what is up with these Christmas lists of 10 and 11 and 12-year-olds who want enough moisturizer and things for your face that 48-year-old women should be using?
And you see all the TikTok thing where the mom walks into their kids' stuff and it's like, in their face, like, when your kids have better stuff than you and more things.
Right.
The mom's tried it on.
So it's all these brands, My favorite is when Kevin called it Intoxicated Hippo for Drunk Elephant. So obviously this comes from social media and wherever. When the word gets around, this is the cool thing to have and this is why you want this. Okay, fine. I'm all about a child having some moisturizer and SPF, even as a young child, so you can have great skin when you're older. Fox 26 even had a pediatric dermatologist on to talk about what are we doing to our kids' faces if we're allowing them to buy this stuff. And the bottom line was, he said, all your kid needs is some SPF, wash their face, and maybe some moisturizer if they're having issues, especially if they're starting to get blemishes and things like that. Talk to a doctor, blah, blah, blah. All this other stuff with certain words in there, you don't want it on their faces right now, could actually harm them,
My
XYZ.
12-year-old, like she had a vanity already, and her friends all got vanities for Christmas. And I see them on their iPad talking to each other, and they both have their in front of their vanity,
their hair
and
up.
their hair up, and that band thing over there. I'm like, what is going on?
Well,
TikTok is really
so there are all these certain brands that the kids really want, and some of them, and they're not cheap, guys. They are not cheap. There's just one that's like an $86 something or other.
Well, this isn't kiddie stuff like you go to Target and get like a little.
No. This is where you have to go like Sephora or Ulta, or I guess you buy it online.
Well, how are these kids getting the money to do this?
Well, they're using birthday money, Christmas money. People give them gift cards. In my world, my daughters got it because my sister took them out together to go shopping one night, and they came home and they were just flying high. I was like, why? You guys really loved going out with Tia Maria. Tia Maria took us to Sephora. And I was like, oh, okay, because what woman doesn't love makeup? We all have way too much more than we actually use on a daily basis. I thought, okay, fine. But that's where they got some lip balm or something. I didn't, $22.
I mean, if that's what's making them happy.
Yep.
Yeah, but then it gets crazy, Ryan. So there's a brand called Sol de Janeiro, and it's the Delicia Drench Body Butter. It looks like a little purple pot with the top is white. So it's a little rounded little pot of balm, like a body butter. It's a moisturizer. A lot of people saw this. A lot of people might have gotten this for the holidays. Maybe you have it for yourself as an adult, because one texter says, what if you got it as an adult? What's that the deal? Somebody over the holidays decided to put this online and it caught fire. Let me premise right now, if you read the whole article, it is not happening. This is not true. It is okay that you have this body butter. It is not going to attract arachnids. But somebody put online that this body butter attracts the wolf spider because it's got something in it that makes them want to mate. Oh, and they're going to crawl all over you.
On your face.
Yeah, you're going to have to call an exterminator because you're going to be inundated with spiders and spiders and spiders. Then Sol de Janeiro had to put out like a statement saying our stuff does not attract spiders and arachnids. Please, if you're scared of wolf spiders, it's fine. Our lotion does not attract this
thing.
Right, the wolf spider. What is it? It's like a murder hornet.
Imagine the PR guys are waking up oh crap. Oh, what's going on? We got to send out a press release quick.
Yes.
Spiders.
So apparently a comedian first put it out and it caught fire because it's December 26th when everyone's asleep and doesn't know what day it is.
Yep.
Right. What was the thing I saw over the week of between Christmas and New Year's was today is the Wednesdayest, Saturday-est, Sunday ever.
Yep.
Like nobody knows the days between the 26th and the 31st. You don't even know what day of the week New Year's Eve fell on.
Yeah, what
Pop
was
quiz.
it?
Anybody know?
Sunday night.
I don't know. I don't know.
New Year's Eve was Sunday night.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
You say so.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's always 1 week after Christmas.
I don't
I
remember
know,
Christmas.
but I don't know what day Christmas is.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Because I was so out of it.
Christmas was Sunday?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Christmas
I know.
is Monday.
I don't know.
It felt like a
Christmas was
Wednesday.
Monday.
Christmas Eve was Sunday night.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're right.
yeah.
Christmas was
See, you
Monday.
don't even know.
See? Nobody
You
knows.
just act like you know.
So December 26th, comedian Samantha Ruddy posted 2 photos on X, of course, formerly Twitter. And the caption was, they're doing spider science over on the Sephora Reddit. And then the screenshots were from a review section of Sephora's website that seemed to imply that this body butter at $48 for the full size entices arachnids. It says, scent attracts wolf spiders, one reviewer wrote. Loved this product until the spiders came. And then as every day went on, it started multiplying and getting shared, and it started
You
spreading
start
like
reading the
wildfire.
reviews on all this stuff. I bet people
Yeah.
are screwing with them.
Yeah, if
So
you
Sol de
repeat a lie
Janeiro
enough
would
times.
like everyone to know that does not happen. It's fine if you have this body butter, and you are not going to be inundated with spiders in your home. And that's all.
Hey, yo. It's time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. So, Houston Mayor John Whitmire, he's been sworn in. He's actually going to start negotiations with the Houston Firefighters Union this morning at 10 a.m.
All
That's
right.
noteworthy because the department's not been with a contract for the last 7 years.
And he's dropping the lawsuit.
But if he screws them over,
Yeah.
you don't
That's
want
how
the
Mayor
wrath.
Turner made an enemy of us.
Yep. That Turner was an okay guy the first time I met him. And then 8 years later,
Not so okay.
Not so much. Not so much.
Not so okay.
All right, the 2024 College Football Playoff National Championship is going to be decided at NRG Stadium January 8th, but the excitement's going to commence on January 5th. There's going to be a lot of festivities leading up to the big game. Now, Playoff Fan Central is going to be at the George R. Brown Convention Center. That'll be Friday through Sunday. It's going to feature games and clinics, pep rallies,
Kevin, aren't you doing something? Or
band performances.
is Jack going to be here? Or?
Jack Harlow and Lotto are coming, and I have tickets on Friday night at the AT&T store off of Taylor.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe I'm there around 6 p.m.
No, that's going to be fun. Also, they have the Taste of Championship. That's going to feature a restaurant lineup created by James Beard award-winning chef Chris Shepard. Now, Taste of Championship is going to take place inside Union Station at Minute Maid Park from 5 to 8 p.m. on January 7th. So a lot of college
Pretty
football
cool.
festivities coming to
Pretty
town.
cool. We had the Final Four in March. Now we got the championship. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it really is. And Astros pitcher Lance McCullers and his wife welcomed their second child over the holidays with a couple sharing photos of their new daughter on Instagram.
But did they say she was born on December 31st? Because they were saying, oh, we welcome a new baby in the new year, but was it a December 31st baby or a January 1st baby? They didn't say the date.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
either.
didn't see any date. Isla Gray is her name.
Isla.
Isla?
That's how you say like Isla
Is that how you
Fisher.
say it?
Like Isla Fisher.
Yeah.
Oh, like Isla. Oh. All right. Sorry
Isla.
about that.
Isla.
I'm thinking of
La Isla Bonita.
Isla Bonita. All right, that's what's going down in H-Town.
All right, Special K is bringing us the very first prank of the new year. Is it a robocall? Is it telemarketer turnaround? Is it one of your characters? What is it? What are we getting?
Telemarketer turnaround.
Oh, is that voice? That troubadour fella?
Beauregard Troubadour.
Oh!
So a telemarketer has called you, and you're going to repeat a certain phrase to drive them nuts?
I'm trying to come up with even more new concepts. This time, we're going to make them think that they are calling a multi-denominational church. They cannot speak to anyone except for my pastor, the cardinal, my rabbi, the sisters.
So you're going to totally confuse them until they hang up. Let's see what happens next on the Roula and Ryan Show.